What's going on, everybody? It's JRPG enthusiast here, Shadow Elite HD. I am back again with another video, and holy crap, the Nintendo Switch presentation event came and gone, and there were some rather interesting JRPGs that came out for it. Now, when these games were announced, of course, at the time of the presentation, I was hella hyped. I was excited for these games, but then a couple hours passed after the presentation and I simmered down a little bit. My hype went in check and thought about all the things Nintendo did in the past. And now my hype is just sitting there at like nothing. I have to admit, Nintendo did do the right thing. They created hype. And I think the majority of people who were looking at this event, they were all hyped for this presentation. So kudos to Nintendo for that. So if you're here, of course, for the JRPG side of things, I will provide that. But just know, if you don't care for Zelda, Mario, or, any of Nintendo's first-party titles, and you only care about what unique JRPGs they will offer to the system, don't buy day one, because all these games, mostly that I'm naming, will not be coming out for at least a year and 6 months. So you can get this console when those games are out, and you could probably get it for a reduced price too, probably for $199 by the time these games come out, or at least one of these games come out. So let me not start off this video so I guess negative. Let's get into these games, shall we? So the first game that I got hyped about that I couldn't believe was Xenoblade 2. Now, I thought it was going to be Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but now it's just Xenoblade 2, which I don't know why I didn't call Xenoblade Chronicles 2. The first Xenoblade was Xenoblade Chronicles, was it not? So just call it Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Now, I can understand, I guess they want to separate themselves from Xenoblade Chronicles X, because there has to be a sequel to Xenoblade Chronicles X, because it left off on a major cliffhanger, and I guess they didn't want to go the same way with X. Like X, here's the thing that was wrong with Xenoblade Chronicles X is that its story was stupid. Okay, the story with many JRPGs I dislike nowadays, it all has the ingredients there to be a good story. Unfortunately, the way it executed and the way the ending happened, leaving with a huge cliffhanger, was not the star's decision. So with this one, okay, I can't really get mad at them for this, because Xenoblade Chronicles was an excellent game. It showcased a good story with a great world. Now, I think Xenoblade Chronicles X had the same thing. A good story, well, potential for a good story, and a potential for a great world building, but it didn't follow through on that. They're looking to go back to Xenoblade Chronicles, which is great. Excellent. Kudos Nintendo for that. So the next game I have here is Fire Emblem Warriors. Now, when I first saw it at the live presentation, Fire Emblem Warriors, that it looked great. At the first couple of seconds, it looked great. Oh my God, it's a Fire Emblem game. So I'm thinking a game in the lines of Fire Emblem Awakening and Fire Emblem Fates in terms of gameplay. I should have known better than to expect that from Nintendo. That is on the 3DS. And guys, no, the 3DS is not going anywhere. It's not being replaced by a Switch. It's just not happening. That's just a side note anyway. That has nothing to do with why Fire Emblem Warriors is the way it is. I'm just saying. That's just a side note. So yeah, it's a warrior style game. And me personally, I do not care that much for warrior style games. That much. For the most part, because ultimately at the end of the day, the button mashers, and unless I really have a lot of love for the series, then I'm not going to play it, honestly. I didn't play Dragon Quest Warriors, and I want to get Dragon Quest Warriors 2, but it's ultimately not a priority for me. But then something happened. I thought about Tharja, my favorite Fire Emblem character, being a playable character, being in 3D. Well, not 3D, but on HD consoles, rendered in HD. That would be awesome to see. And if they don't have Tharja as a playable character, you are stupid as fuck, Nintendo. She is arguably the most popular female character in the modern Fire Emblem games. Don't be stupid, Nintendo. Make her a playable character. Don't make her a side character. Don't make her a character that gives you missions. Make her a playable character. It's simple, Nintendo. So yeah, I might get it for that, just for her. And that's not even really. That's really not even like, oh my God, she's my waifu and stuff like that. Oh my God, she's so hot. But that's just literally because she is literally my favorite character in Fire Emblem games. I did only start the Fire Emblem series with Fire Emblem Awakening, so take that as you will. So I did mention it a little bit. So let's talk about Dragon Quest 11. Dragon Quest 11 is going to be on the Switch. I'm not surprised at all. It's going to be on the PS4 as well. It's going to be on 3DS as well. The only thing that would make me consider me buying the Switch version is that it has both the 3DS version and the PS4 version as one. You know, on the 3DS version, you get a retro style with the 3DS version. On the PS4, you get a more modern experience, 3D graphics, HD graphics and stuff like that. So if they offer the best of both worlds on the Switch, especially since you can pick up and go with it, that would be excellent. And I might, if I do get a Switch, I might get it for the Switch. Let's talk about Project Octopath Traveler. So that game actually looks good. It's a sprite game, and I love sprites in my JRPGs. It's from Square Enix. That's pretty cool. It doesn't really show off the power of the Switch, and I guess that's not really a big deal. But it does look really good, and I'm looking forward to that very much. So that game should be one of the first games that comes out for the Switch, and then I predict to go multi-platform soon, right after it comes out. So I probably won't even have to just get it for the Switch. I could probably wait for the Steam version, or probably wait for it to come on the PS4 or the Vita or something like that. But it does look good. So the next games I'm going to be talking about, these games are either ports or they're new to the Americas. And these are Dragon Quest Warriors 1 and 2. I didn't play Dragon Quest Warriors 1. And at this point, if I didn't play it now, I probably don't want to play it at all. I mean, if I see it on Steam for a really good reduced price, I'll play it. Dragon Quest Warriors 2, I'll try to buy that when it comes out on PS4, but no promises. Like I said, I'm not really into the whole Musou style games. Dragon Quest 10, now that is interesting. It's going to come on the Switch. I don't know if that was confirmed before or not, but maybe it might actually come to North America. To be honest, it's highly unlikely. I would love to see Dragon Quest X, the online game, made in English, but it's kind of unlikely at this point. But with a Switch port, it might be possible. Who knows? What else we got? We got I Am Setsuna that's coming out on the Switch. Tales of Berseria, or it's some type of Tales of games coming out for the Switch. It could be Berseria and it could be Zestiria as well. I can't imagine it being anything else. Disgaea 5 Complete, that's an interesting one. That's a perfect game to play on the go, portable. It's kind of weird because I'm playing Disgaea 5 right now on PS4, like hardcore right now, trying to defeat the super boss. And I'm wondering if I should wait and just, buy it on the Switch and do it then. But then again, I'm not buying the Switch day one. So that's really it for JRPGs that was announced for the Switch. And my favorite game that was announced for the Switch. Well, game, because it's not even in development. It's probably not even early concept. You probably just have that one piece of art that they showcased, and that was it. But no more heroes. Oh my god. Like, seriously, guys, if I did a live reaction or something like that, and you would just see me going up and down crazy, mouth all covered, like, shaking, surprise. Oh my god, I went crazy when I saw Travis touchdown. He is one of my favorite video game characters of all time, easily in the top 10. I was ecstatic to see that they will be doing another No More Heroes game, because honestly, I thought the series was done. I didn't think it was dead. I just thought it was done, over. It was on the Wii. It got ported over to the PS3. That was it. I never expected to see another No More Heroes game, but yes, thank God they are coming out with another one. All right, so now with all this stuff out of the way, it kind of leads me to the thing I was saying in the beginning of the video. If you are not a Mario fan, if you are not a Zelda fan, if you are not a Nintendo first-party game fan, you have no reason to buy the Switch day one. Honestly, you really don't. Unless, no, there's no point. Guys, especially if you're like me, if you're only for the JRPGs, don't make the same mistake I did with the Wii U. I only got the Wii U when it came out. I'm sorry, I didn't buy the Wii U when it came out. I only bought the Wii U for Xenoblade Chronicles X. That's the only reason I bought the Wii U. And honestly, I could have probably survived without it. Alright, so why do I say this? Because the games that are showcased, Xenoblade 2, Fire Emblem Warriors, that Shin Megami Tensei game, and maybe even Dragon Quest 11, those games are so far away from having an English release. It's hilarious. Okay, Xenoblade 2 showed off its world and it showed off its in-game engine, but didn't show off the battle system. So either way, with a Japanese game, we are at least 6 months to a year waiting for the game to come out in English, on top of the wait for the Japanese release. Let's see, Fire Emblem Warriors, that is the only game that could possibly come out within the year or maybe next year in 2018, because it doesn't take much to create a warrior style game. And I think Xenoblade 2 got slated for 2017. Bullshit. I'm calling it right now, guys. I'm calling it right now. It will be delayed into 2018. I'm calling it right now, unless that they come out with a release date, and unless on that day I go to GameStop or I go to Best Buy or whatever, and I see that game on the shelf, it is being delayed. Point blank, end of story. It is in the early concept stages of development. Stop. Okay, I know better. 100%. I will bet you anything almost. Leave me a bet down in the comments. I will bet you that Xenoblade 2 does not come out in 2017. Alright, so, the biggest offender of this, I believe, the Shin Megami Tensei game. What is that? Honestly, I'll tell you what that is. That is Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem all over again. Announcing the game way too early. And you're still not going to come out within another 1 or 2 or 3 years. That is that game. That is Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem all over again. Unless guys, don't get me wrong. I would love to be proven wrong. I would love to lose that bet I just issued out to you guys. I would love to be wrong. I would love to, in maybe 3 or 4 months, I would love to see new gameplay of Xenoblade 2. I would love to see what that Shin Megami Tensei game actually is. But as it stands right now, that game is so far from being released. At least a year to maybe 2 years from release, with maybe 6 months waiting for the English version. Guys, don't be fooled. Honestly, when I look at that Shin Megami Tensei trailer that they showed, I thought it was gonna be Shin Megami Tensei 5, but who knows? It has Odin in it, and rarely, if ever, do they use the same unique demon designs from game to game. Rarely. I'm talking main games. Rarely do they use the same demon design. Now, of course, I can be proven wrong with that. Go ahead in the comments to let me know. But I have never seen a demon in a Shin Megami Tensei game that had a unique, integral part of the story that looks different from its other incarnations in the Shin Megami Tensei games look the same as they would in a new mainline title. So, my guess is that this could be Shin Megami Tensei Apocalypse HD. That is the only thing I'm guessing on this one. I would love to be wrong. Don't get me wrong. I don't think I'm right. I would love to be wrong. I want to play these games soon as possible. But I know too much. I've seen too much. I've waited for too long to honestly get honest to God hype over it. That game is in the early concept stages. It's like Nintendo went over the Atlas and said, you guys got any games in development that you guys want to show? Well, we just thought about making a new Shin Megami Tensei game. I mean, we don't have any art concepts for it yet. We don't have any thing about the story, but we think we're going to make one. And then Nintendo's like, oh yeah, that's cool. Can you show something for the Switch presentation? We don't have anything. We just thought about this like 5 minutes ago. You know what? You have to have some unused Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse trailer or something, some type of data that you didn't use. You know what? Put that, render it on the Unreal Engine 3, and maybe we can show that for the Switch presentation. And it was like, I don't know, the game is not even close to being made just yet. Here's money, take it, make sure let's do it. And they said, okay. Again, guys, that's really me being pessimistic, me being negative, honestly. But honestly, that's just all I think about when I look at this trailer. They showed nothing. It was just an announcement. And again, for a presentation, they generated hype. They got that hype right there and then. They got people talking. But when I think about it more, that game is nowhere near being released anytime soon. So that's really it. That's all I really have for this video. This video went on for almost 17 minutes now. Some quick things other than the JRPGs. Super Mario Odyssey, that looks awesome. That looks pretty cool. It looks like Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy. the way it's like moving around in 3D. That's what I'm getting from that. The Zelda Breath of the Wild. Wow, I can't believe it's actually a large title. How is that even in question at this point? 3 years in development, 3 years of hyping it up, and how is it even in question that it wouldn't be a launch title? That's just crazy. Splatoon. I was not a fan of Splatoon. I didn't even buy Splatoon on the Wii U. Of course not, I didn't. Splatoon 2, of course. It's kind of weird how that game is not a launch game. That's just weird to me. So that's pretty much it, guys. This presentation, it was good for a presentation, for generating hype, for generating the news articles for various websites, for making people on YouTube report on the news. It was great. But when you take a step back and you think about it for a second, most of the games I named, for the most part, the new games, they're not being released for a very long time. And again, I would love to be proven wrong. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think. This video went on way too long. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.